on the channel. We're going to be reviewing a Harbor Freight product today, one that I've owned actually for quite a while now. We have the 1,500 pound capacity vehicle dolly here, item number 67338. All the information about this will be down in the description, where a link to the webpage where you can find everything and get a little bit more details than what I'll provide in this video. Right now we're just going to talk about my experiences and what I think about these, and whether, if I think it's a good buy or not. Alright, before we get into the live action of testing this thing, let's take a better and closer look at this. Alright, here we go now. Like I said before, these come two in a set, so you get two for, I believe it's $54.99 was the last time I checked on the price. Alright, now the metal here is a really good thickness. Now they have some weight to them. As you can see, it's, oh, yeah. You can still pick it up with one hand, but they are got some good thickness, so they can hold a lot of weight. Now you have to assemble these. You have to put the wheels on, which is no big deal. Now I should warn you that when you put these on, that you may want to use a socket, or if you're using an electric impact like I did. As you can see here, the little tops here are about the only cheap thing on this thing. You see the caps just broke right off whenever you torque and tighten them with the little impactor. So just be warned whenever you're putting these things together that this kind of stuff happens. And honestly, it doesn't really hurt anything. The tire fits here in the middle. There's nothing really sharp that'll damage anything. It's just, a minor inconvenience, I guess. I mean, if they are, Harbor Freight, if you are listening, put a little bit better nut. I mean, this is like plastic or some kind of, it's not even real metal. It's flimsy. Just kind of like it was just glued onto the nut there. Because the nut and everything is still metal, but that cap was just kind of, sealed on there. So that's about the only bad thing I have to say about these dollies. Other than that, they work fairly well. Now, I own 4 of these. I bought 2 sets because it's a lot easier to put, them under each wheel and move the car around, which you'll see here in just a few minutes as we'll demonstrate. But overall, I am very well pleased with these. But, enough of these. There's nothing really else to say other than some assembly required. So let me get this set up and we'll test her out. Alright, as you can see, we got all 4 wheel dollies on. Now these dollies are really great, and I won't go over them a lot, but I'll just tell you that this makes it a lot easier to move it around, especially on smooth concrete when you're by yourself. Plus you don't have to go, back, forth, and just slowly work it. I can literally just slide this thing anywhere, any direction, by myself with little effort, which you guys will see here in just a minute. I'm going to admit that was a little bit more work than I thought, but then again, this is a much heavier car than my Volkswagen, so I recommend getting a couple of people to help you out if you possibly can get a couple of people. Now, one of the things I will note that I should say, if you're messing with one of these, make sure your steering wheel's locked. I didn't have mine locked, and you might have noticed the wheels were kind of going which way I turned it, so make sure that that is. locked up. Other than that, I got it where I want it, as you can see. Alright guys, overall I really like these vehicle dollies, as you've seen earlier, that it will move this big Plymouth around. One person, it's a little bit of a chore, but it will do it. I've used it many times on several different cars. I've used it on my Volkswagen quite a bit to put it in here during hurricane season, whenever we have hurricanes coming in here. And that's one of the main reasons why I bought the vehicle dollies, was in case of very disastrous hurricanes, I could put the Volkswagen in the garage, and you'd be surprised how well you can organize things with those dollies, moving them back into certain corners, moving things around. I've actually fit all of my vehicles in here before I owned the Duster, and was able to have room with spares. So that was 2 cars, 2 trucks, and a motorcycle. If you think that's impressive, you should see me play Tetris. But anyway, I could really recommend these. These are really good, and I really don't have anything else bad to say about them other than the little plastic cap on the nut is the only bad thing. So I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. If they fix that nut, I mean, I'd give it a 5 stars easy. But I'm gonna have to knock it for that little cap, that little cheap cap, which is not really it doesn't hurt the functionality of it. It's just the idea that the first time I screwed it down, boom, it broke off. All right. I expected a little bit more. I guess my standards are a little bit higher, I guess. But anyway, if you're thinking about getting one, check them out. I think well worth the money, especially if you have a car that you are working on restoring and needed to move it in and out in places. It's great for that, and whatever else you may need. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you here next time. So you guys stay safe out there. So, before we